What is up, guys? My name is Pitywinall and welcome to my Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Legendary Roundup video. While Legendary Pokemon in these games are relatively sparse, I did decide to show you guys where and how to capture every single Legendary Pokemon in this game with brief details. So, we're going to begin with Xerneas. And Xerneas is going to be found at the Team Flare headquarters at level 50 and is exclusive to Pokemon X. Xerneas is required to be captured to continue the story in Pokemon X, so there is absolutely no way that you can miss out on this Pokemon, as you're given the Master Ball briefly before it. The same goes for its Pokemon Y counterpart, which you're going to go onto in just a second. Xerneas is the first ever Fairy Legendary Pokemon, so that's kind of interesting. Now Yvetal. Yvetal is exclusive to Pokemon Y and once again must be captured to continue the story, so every single Pokemon X player is going to have Xerneas, and every single Pokemon Y player is going to have Yvetal. Both of these Pokemon have moderately high capture rates, so you should be able to capture these Pokemon fairly easily, especially because they're required to be captured. So there's no real worry about never having one of these Pokemon because it's required for you to have one. Now, onto the bird trio found in these games. Now, Articuno is only going to be encountered if you chose Chespin. Zapdos is only going to be encountered if you chose Fennekin, and Moltres is only going to be encountered if you chose Froakie as your starter. So, throughout your adventure you're only going to be able to obtain one of these Pokemon dependent on which starter Pokemon you chose. Now, you must run into these Pokemon 10 times randomly in the wild before they even appear at Sea Spirit's Den. That's the location that they'll eventually inevitably appear at. They'll appear at level 70, and with all these annoying little subtasks you have to do to even make them appear, they can be very, very irritating to capture, but they can be very rewarding, especially before the Pokemon Bank opens up and you can transfer them from Pokemon Heart Gold and Leaf Green with having no trouble in the slightest. So yeah, they're annoying Pokemon to encounter, but can be very rewarding. Now, the next Legendary Pokemon I'm going to cover is going to be Mewtwo. Mewtwo is at the Pokemon Village at level 70, and if you're playing Pokemon X, you're going to receive the Mewtwoanite X after defeating it. And self-explanatory, if you're playing Pokemon Y, you're going to obtain the Mewtwoanite Y. Mewtwo X is the physical orientated Pokemon. It's got a fighting subtype now and can be interesting to use. Mewtwo Y is going to be the special orientated Pokemon, I think with slightly better speed. So I prefer Mega Mewtwo Y, I just prefer using it. It's got an even better special attack stat, and yeah, I just prefer using it. Anyway, final Legendary Pokemon in this game, there aren't too many, is going to be Zygarde, and Zygarde is going to be at the Terminus Cave after you defeat the Elite Four. While a lot of people don't really like Zygarde's stats, it can make a pretty decent wall, so it's totally dependent on how you use it. It can be good in the OU tier. Once again, it's going to appear at level 70, so yeah, pack a lot of Pokeballs and stuff like that. Now, this video has only been made 2 months after the game's initial release, and there is plenty of time for added DLC and stuff like that to be added to the game, via mystery gifts or just via the eShop and stuff like that. So a lot more Legendary Pokemon might appear, and if more Legendary Pokemon do get announced, I will update this video, probably with just another video, just to keep you guys in the know. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It took a long time to make, and I'd really appreciate a like if you did enjoy this video. Until next time, I'll see you guys then. Peace out. I've lost myself.